Hey guys, it's me, Monkey Dragon here. I got two good friends here, Ryan and Launchy Rocks. You guys say hello?
I
Hey,
Okay, so basically the topic of this video, as you guys can probably see from the title, is I'm on the fence of what system I should get, the PS4 or the Xbox One. And both these guys are very strong fans of their own system. Ryan of Xbox and Laundry of PS. And me,
oh yeah,
I originally started with Xbox, then moved over to PS, and I have a long, friend band with and all that kind of stuff with PSN. But now I'm thinking about switching to Xbox, and we're going to see whether or not we can decide in this video or maybe later on if I'm going to switch over to Xbox. So, basically, what do you guys think is the advantages of going from PS4 to Xbox? Ryan, go.
well, you have a lot of great exclusive titles, in my opinion, coming out on Xbox One, such as Titanfall and whatever other exclusive titles they've announced. But I feel like it's more when you switch over to Xbox, you're getting more of the user interface, and you could take more control of the three operating systems that they have running on it. The PS4 is really, in my opinion, just one big gaming machine, and that's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I have nothing against the PS4. What I'm looking for is an entertainment system, and that's what they're marketing it as. I could watch Netflix on it, I could watch TV, I could play my games, and it all works all just the same. So that's my personal opinion for going to Xbox One over PS4.
Okay, so, Laundry, why do you think I should stay with PS4?
you know you're like Infamous.
Wait, what?
Infamous?
Infamous, true, that is a really good game.
Yeah.
My main things of why I want to kind of stay with PS4 is because I already have a fan base there, in the sense that, I have my friends, I have people that I've already added that I play with actively, and when I switch over to Xbox, there's only a small group of people that I do know that play it and that are on it at this time. So when I look at it, it's a weird transition, because I feel going to next gen, you should kind of pick the system that you're going to go with, whether you're transitioning or staying with the same. And since Call of Duty, one of the main games that's on my channel, since that game comes out before the next gen system, and since right now all I have is PS3, if I buy for PS3, then that means, I'm going to keep on going with the Sony side. But if I plan to go with Xbox, then I should probably get it on the Xbox side. That means, buying an Xbox, because what is it, like a 3-week wait from Ghost launching to the Xbox One launching, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So if I were to do the transition, I would have to buy an Xbox, then buy, the Xbox edition for Call of Duty Ghost, and then eventually buy the Xbox One for the transition. And that's what I'm really debating on. Is it really worth it to buy that system, then buy the game, and then buy the next system? And
Now,
it's a lot of transition.
in my opinion, you said you have a lot of friends on PS4. I've
Yeah.
heard a lot of YouTubers say it. Stay on the system that your friends are on. They're both relatively as powerful as each other. And you did mention you're a COD channel, and going with Xbox One, there is one positive that DLC and all that stuff launches first on Xbox One. And being a COD channel that you are, you probably know how important it is to have, first dibs on videos when it comes to new map packs and stuff like that.
Yes.
But on the other hand, you did mention you do have a lot of friends on PS4. You've already established yourself on that type of platform. Not to mention, you already have a PS3. And with the whole stat thing that they're doing where you could up your stats to the next console that you get, you can't do that from PS4 to Xbox One. You can only do it from, PS3 to Xbox One. You can only do it from PS3 to PS4.
Same
So-
family.
Yeah, which is
Exactly.
one of the reasons why I said I would have to buy an Xbox and buy Call of Duty Ghost for the Xbox, play it on there. Then when the Xbox One releases, trade in the Xbox, then get an Xbox One.
Exactly.
And it would be a lot of a transition. Another reason
Now-
why I was thinking about moving over to Xbox One is because, despite what a lot of people may say, a lot of the YouTube community plays on Xbox. It's a very common thing for most YouTubers to play on it. And when I meet a lot of other YouTubers, it's kind of a hard thing to be, hey, so do you want to play? And then it's like, oh, I play on PS3. Oh, I have an Xbox. And it's hard to grow as a channel and grow friends around this kind of YouTube community when
That works
you're,
both ways.
quote unquote, the outcast.
That works both ways, though.
Very true.
I know a lot of YouTubers that only play on Xbox, such as, like Woody and all them. A lot of the big Call of Duty commentators, all they do is play on Xbox because PS3 had such the,
Crappy.
I'm trying to avoid insulting it, but I'll just go for it. It had such a shitty interface behind it.
I think
in the
everyone
sense
can
where-
agree on that.
Yeah, Xbox, you could just
Yeah.
invite someone. PS4, you had to add them, and it was this big hassle. So that might change in the next generation. We don't know that. what's going to happen yet. But what I will say is, being a COD channel, the only benefit that I could see of you switching over to Xbox is that you get the DLC first, and that you have me on that platform. So
Yeah, and a lot of other YouTubers mainly play on Xbox too.
No, I'm just the most important one. Forget them.
Yes, of course. Laundry, do you have anything to add?
I don't think so.
I made some strong arguments here, Laundry.
I know, Laundry. God, you're supposed to be like
I'm
the
not a good
defendant for
debator. I
PS.
know.
Gotta be on your feet, dude.
Come on, you're the Crusader, Laundry. You could do this. Too quiet, too long. God, Laundry, you failed. Okay, so let's kind of talk about the features that are coming with it. What do you guys think about the new controllers that are coming out?
Okay, so Xbox One. I'll argue my side that it's relatively the same, but they've redone it. I still don't understand, like, if the Xbox white thing on the top is a touchscreen, like, middle console guide button or whatever, or if it's just there for decoration. Nobody has been able to answer that question for me yet, so if someone can answer that in the comments down below, that'd be great. But I think that, according to other people, the Xbox controller has a much better feel to it. That was such poor grammar, but it's got a better feel to it. And I think over the PS4 controller, that's a good thing for gamers all around. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
They added Rumble Blacks to it too, right? Like the Rumblers? Yeah, thought so.
Yep. They don't they have the joystick feedback or whatever?
Yeah, I think both console controllers have that now?
I don't know. All I heard was it for Xbox. I don't know about PS4.
Yeah, I want to say they added more rumblers in the PS side.
The thumbsticks, they have that feedback thing, and sort of the triggers, or maybe it was just the triggers, the feedback thing where it'll like rumble or whatever.
Yeah, I'm very interested in how well integrated that touchscreen is going to become. Or, I apologize, the touchpad on the PS4.
I remember Infamous was like, in some spots in the game you can actually when
they ask for your
guy's name?
thumb pad, you actually put your thumb on it. But that kind of seems like a novelty to me personally.
Yeah, I
like,
think
ooh, I could touch the
exclusives.
thing.
Yeah.
You could also just
It would be
simply
cool
push
if you had to
X.
do things in like Infamous or whatever, where if you had to open a door, you could like slide on the pad and it'll like open the door.
Yeah, that's one thing that I was looking for. Is like instead of like scrolling with your joystick, you can actually use the touchpad to move the map around to maybe zoom in, zoom out, and I think that could be a really good integration for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How would that work though? If you're gonna zoom in and zoom out, I'm thinking of
just
two
like
ways.
on the
You could do
iPhone. You put 2 points. Then
but
you
they
squeeze
have
in,
that
squeeze out.
patented.
They have that patented.
Remember,
Like the moving the thumb and the finger.
yeah, I saw that on PKA, but
Yeah,
it was
they
probably
have-
like, remember they also said that it's probably like some specific
I could do that on
thing with
my
it.
Android. Let me see right now. I'm fairly sure I can do that on my Android.
But like it's not intended to be able to do that motion. They give you more options on the Android to like, instead of just zooming in like that, you can use just like one thing or whatever. The way I'm thinking is it two hands are on both sides of the controller. You move your thumbs inward and you could like pull it apart.
Mhm.
So you like zoom into stuff. Because it wouldn't make sense to let go one side of the controller and like use your fingers and thumb.
I feel like exclusives are really only going to be,
Well, yeah, they would. It would
But that's
be an
for 1
exclusive
year,
only
though.
thing.
Think about
They wouldn't be
that.
able to put something in for one controller and not for the other because
Yeah.
one side would be lapsed in that area.
Now, and in terms to exclusive titles, I feel like this is like a 1 year thing. I don't know how many of these games are going to actually continue on to be like a Call of Duty franchise. So
Yeah.
you're talking exclusive titles that could be a one-hit wonder, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you're totally determining your console future on that.
Very true when you're talking about exclusive titles. But one thing is I think the well-established exclusives are one of the ones that you have to really consider.
Call of Duty.
For instance, Infamous. Infamous is a wonderful game. I absolutely love the story within that game.
Isn't like the Xbox version of that called Prototype or something like that?
No, we have Prototype.
Really?
Yeah,
I think we have Prototype too, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that was like the closest game to Infamous, I think.
Yeah,
It's
wait,
on
was
Xbox.
Prototype cross-game or was that an exclusive?
I thought that was an exclusive.
Not sure.
Not sure. I didn't play it. I know my friend did on PS, so I'm not too sure whether or not it was on Xbox.
But, games like Titanfall, that could blow up to be, quote unquote, the COD killer. We don't know.
Me personally, the reason why I
Or
don't
the
think it will be
Division.
a COD killer is because it has those tank-like robots. One thing I love about COD is it's me versus you on a level playing field. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's your skill, it's your reaction. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of lag and this kind of stuff. But in Titanfall, how fair is it when, oh, you son of a witch, you got the freaking gigantic mech suit. That's why you killed me. And
But
I can
think about
understand, yeah, that's that fast pay action. You can climb walls, jump, slide, and other stuff. But I think it's because they have those tanks in there is one of the reasons why it won't become a COD killer.
But as far as I've seen, it's fairly balanced though. The way that that works out with the foot soldiers versus the mechs, I think there might be like some difference. Like the foot soldiers might be able to move faster than you could probably move the gun to aim at them with the mech or something like that.
Very true. But if you also remember in World at War, when they did include tanks, I think that was one of the only CODs that did. Although World War, what was it again? World at War? Yeah, there we go.
World at War.
Although it was my favorite Call of Duty, my most
World of
hated
Warcraft.
part was the tanks. And all quote unquote, it was, balanced because you have satchel charges and, RPGs. It felt very unfair that, boom, you were dead with the tank. And people would just go in massive streaks with it. And
Very
that's why
true.
I think one of the reasons why they never brought vehicles back into Call of Duty was because you wanted to really focus in on that player versus player combat, and not player versus vehicle.
So what about games like The Division or Destiny?
The Division, I don't think there is vehicles within that. Although I really am looking forward to it. I like that co-op /
Oh, I was just talking about
PvP
like
skill.
on the topic of maybe COD Killer for a second here. Like, do you think those have the potential?
The Division?
Have you never seen Tom Clancy's The Division?
I've seen footage of it, yes.
Yes.
I don't know if it could become a COD killer because it's not entirely a PvP, although I could see it as becoming another well-established RPG,
Yes.
such as Fallout and Skyrim. Or, I apologize, The Elder Scrolls.
Yes.
I could see that becoming another established RPG. It looks like a very
What about
good game.
Destiny? That's the one.
Destiny,
that's
I have
stuck
not
in my head.
honestly looked into much.
I haven't looked into any Xbox exclusives either.
Destiny
so
is an
I can't
Xbox
really.
not an
exclusive.
Xbox
That's- oh, really? I thought it.
Yeah, actually, Destiny is getting exclusives with Sony.
Huh.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think we're getting DLC early or something along those lines. Which
That's
is very
cool.
unique.
It really just comes down to what you're like Sony or Microsoft.
Looking for, yeah.
It's what you're looking for, what games you want the exclusive titles for, and the exclusive deals that there's blowing millions and hopefully not billions, but hundreds of millions of dollars to get.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So as we wrap this thing up, Ryan, what do you think are the top things that people should be excited for, or maybe switch over to the Xbox One? What are the top things?
The top things, that it's an all-in-one entertainment system, which is going to be replacing a lot of the things in my room, so I'm looking forward to that very much so. I go back to just exclusive titles like Titanfall. I'm very excited for that game. COD DLC obviously is something that's I'm very excited for. And just the whole experience, like they're integrating Skype and stuff like that, so I'm really curious on how it's going to actually work out with this new interface of TV and stuff like that on Xbox One as compared to PS4.
Laundry, what do you think are the top things that are the best about the PS4, or that people will be switching over to the PS4 for?
I was gonna say hardware, but like Ryan said, that really isn't. It may be a little bit better, but it's not really
Drastically.
yeah, drastic. Yeah, that's the word for it. The controller, I think they really tried to redesign it to what gamers wanted. Like, they added the concave. Is that what it's called? Yeah, they added that. And they added, or it's not really like for people with Asian hands. It's pretty much, wasn't a lot bigger too.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
also redesigned it to make it a little bit bigger. Me personally, I want to touch on that really quickly as we wrap things up. A lot of people say it's for small people's hands. One thing, although I have some pretty big hands, I like the fact that it's a smaller controller because it doesn't feel like I need to reach to hit the thumbsticks. I can kind of relax my thumbs and put them gently on it and loosely grip the controller. That's one thing for me.
I hate that. I love to like manhandle that controller.
I like to have a loose grip.
It's not gonna help. my
But
buddy.
anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any points or, comments or things we may have missed or your own arguments for which one is better or, transitioning for, put in the comment section below. We'll be happy to read those things. And I'm MonkeyDragonXx. That's all we really got. Last words.
Subscribe to me on YouTube.
Oh, yes, really quickly. Everyone's channel down in the description if you guys want to check it out. Okay, guys, so that's the end. I'm MonkeyDragon. That's all I really got. Peace.
Peace.